Hi, welcome to the Piano Podcast. I'm Ajero. In this video, I want to show you how to play the piano accompaniment part to the theme from the new James Bond movie, Skyfall, sung by Adele. If you're interested in the sheet music, you can go to my blog at mariohero.blogspot.com. Scroll down on the right-hand side until you get to the area that says Buy Sheet Music, and you'll find a search box for musicnotes.com. Go ahead and type in Skyfall, and you'll probably see two versions on the musicnotes.com website there. There's an easy piano version, and there's the piano vocal guitar Singer Pro version. That's the version that I'm going to be teaching on, is the Singer Pro version. Right? They give you at least the first page for free, and that's actually all I'll be covering in this video, is just the piano lick on the very first page. However, if you're interested in buying the rest of it and learning the rest of the song, you can add that to your cart as well. What we're going to focus on is measures 7 and 8, because if you can play measures 7 and 8, you can play a good majority of this piece, because a lot of it centers around this chord progression here. What makes this particularly easy and accessible to most people is that the right hand only consists of two different notes. One is E flat and the other one is C. And you would play that with 1 and 5 respectively. Try to slide your hand a little bit forward into the key so that your thumb can naturally reach it, rather than twisting and being uncomfortable like that. The E flat and C combination actually fit very well with the three chords that are highlighted in this piece: C minor, A flat, and F minor 7th. And you just play those in straight quarter notes like this. Now, as far as the left hand is concerned, it usually plays the root of whatever chord is going on at that particular point here. All right? For example, when you play the C minor, you'll play this C with your thumb, and then you'll play this A flat with your third finger. And then when you have to play the F minor, then you play that F with finger number 5. And then occasionally at the end, you'll play an octave higher just for variety, like that there. Right? The trickiest part of this is probably just lining up the rhythms here, but a lot of the dotted quarter note, eighth note rhythms are typical of what you hear in a lot of popular tunes here. This is what it sounds like when you put it together. Let me break that down for you here. So you'll play the C with the E flat and C combination in the right hand, and you'll play it for beats 1 and 2. And you see that dotted quarter note, the eighth note followed by the dotted quarter note. That should come in between beats 2 and 3 like this. 1, 2, and. Okay, see how that lines up? And then the A flat comes in on the downbeat of downbeat of 3. And then it comes in like that there. So measure 7 again sounds like this. Measure 8, instead of starting off with C, you'll start off with the F with the 5th finger like this. 1 and 2 and 3. Now the F, you'll notice, has the curved line going in between it and the next F that goes on. Remember, for those of you who aren't aware, that is called a tie. You play the first note of the tie, but you hold it down and don't play the second note of the tie. So you're actually holding it for the value of 2 eighth notes. So it should come out like this: 1, 2, and 3. And then you have an octave higher F that comes in on the and after 3. And that should come in right in between beats 3 and 4. All the while, your right hand should be staying constant, okay? So it should sound like this: 1, 2, and 3, and 4. Now the last F that comes in, remember there's also another tie here that comes to that 16th note F. So you don't have to play that 16th note F, but you do have to play the dotted 8th note F, all right? And that F comes in immediately after the 4th beat there. So let me just play it for you, and then you'll hear how it kind of lines up with the right hand. 2, 3, and 4. it came in immediately afterwards. If you're breaking it down into subdivisions, it would be for E and it would come in on the E, or sometimes people count forta theta or whatever counting system that you use. It usually comes in the smallest subdivision after it, so it sounds like this. And just try to be subtle about it there. And if you look at the music here, you'll notice it breaks it down. You play it for 6 different measures here on the first page. So that's 3 patterns. So if you want to try to play along with me, you can do so right now. I'll start from measure 7. 1, 2, ready, go. The last 2 measures of the first page have a different chord progression here. The right hand's playing a C minor chord in first inversion. It contains E flat, G, and C, like that, played with 1, 2, and 5 respectively. And the left hand actually has a D on the bottom, right? And depending on what finger, it doesn't really matter which finger you play it with. I'm playing with 2. A lot of people kind of think, well, second guess that one there just because of the dissonance, especially between the E flat and the D, but that is correct. Maybe don't accent it so much, make it more subtle like this. And then the last measure is a G sus4 chord. You have a G in the bass in the left hand, which you play with 5. In the right hand, all you have to do is actually change the E flat from the last chord to a D. You end up with D, G, and C in the right hand, and that gets your sus4 chord that you want. And then to change it to the last chord there, you'll notice there's a B natural, because all Bs are made flat from the key signature. All you have to do is change the top note to a B, and your 4th finger might already be there. So I use the finger combination 1, 2, 4. However, if that feels too stretchy for you there, you might want to switch to 1, 3, 5. So here's how the last 2 measures go on that first page. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's it. Remember, if you want to learn the rest of Skyfall, you can go to and get the sheet music. You can go to my blog at mariohero.blogspot.com and follow the links that I had mentioned earlier in the video. You could also like me on Facebook and also follow me on Twitter and subscribe to me on YouTube. That's it for today. Thanks a lot and keep on practicing. Bye.